three, and the referees. My God. Guys, I'm going live right after this video to talk about the referees because it's so much stuff that went on in this game with these referees that they need a time for themselves. And now the score is 73-74. The fucking Fever's losing the game. Excuse my language. I know some of you guys don't be liking the F bombs, man, but I'm very passionate in this. But now we just blew the lead. So as of right now, the Fever has blew a 17-point lead, bro.
Indiana had controlled this game for nearly the entire night, building a lead as large as 17 points against the Washington Mystics. Clark opened with 10 points in the first quarter alone. Then the collapse started. By the fourth quarter, the lead was gone.
They blew a 17-point lead. They're losing this game right now. The biggest lead of the night for Washington was by 2 points. By 2 points. Let me see if I can pull this game up on my phone real quick, man. Hold on, guys. I got to go to the play-by-play action. Oh, my God, bro. I mean, the game cast. Oh, my God, bro. Fever call, full second timeout.
The Fever had turned the ball over 20 times. Washington was pulling down defensive rebounds at a higher rate, this with more than 20 on the night, while Indiana surrendered the ball at a pace no winning team can sustain. The Mystics, who had not led by more than 2 points all game, suddenly held a 1-point advantage with seconds remaining. The foul situation was a separate frustration.
Fever call, full second timeout. Lexi Hall kickball violation. Oh my God, bro. Lexi Hall kickball, defensive rebound. And what's crazy is that I thought the Fever had, let me go down here and see the rebounds. So offensive rebounds, 3 for the Fever, only 5. Only 3 for the Fever, 5 for Washington. But the Fever once again give up over 20 plus.
Clark played 30 minutes and had drawn just a single foul call through most of the night. Despite repeated contact, she eventually reached the line with 37 seconds left, down 1, and missed both attempts. 0.3 seconds on the clock, the score sitting at 75-76. Stephanie White called a full timeout and brought Clark back onto the floor in place of Raven Johnson. What happened next settled the game.
Again, give up over 20 plus defensive rebounds, man. They had 17 steals, 20 turnovers. Oh my goodness, bro. 20 turnovers, dog. We can't win having 20 turnovers. Now, Caitlin Clark is currently sitting at how many points? 16 points, 6 of 15 from the field, man. Oh my God, bro.
2 seconds remaining, and Washington had no realistic path to a response in that window. Final score: Indiana Fever 78, Washington Mystics 76. Clark finished with 16 points on 6 of 15 shooting. The game winner came from logo range, the kind of shot that defined her college career and that resurfaces in critical moments.
God, bro. Let me go to player stats. Where's the box score at? So Caitlin Clark is sitting at 30 minutes total play, 16 points. As of right now, she only got one damn foul called, which there was numerous upon numerous of fouls that was called. So as of right now, it's a timeout.
Aaliyah Boston was also central to the late sequence that kept Indiana in position to win. Despite the 20 turnovers, despite blowing a 17-point cushion, the Fever found a way out. Caitlin Clark delivered a game-winning three-pointer to close out a narrow Indiana Fever victory over the Washington Mystics. rescuing what had been a shaky performance from the team as a whole. Clark had missed 2 free throws late in the game, leaving the door open for a collapse, but she recovered to hit the decisive shot after the Mystics' defense lost track of her on the inbound play.
So how do you use your possession right now if you're the Fever? What are you talking about? Well, if you're the Fever, you have time, but I think with how they like to play, you try and go a little quick. You want to accept this game a little bit more, and you imagine they're going to put it in the hands of Caitlin Clark, but it's a luxury of this Fever team offensively.
Another game we're playing from behind when we had the lead. We had the lead in this game, guys.
Her final line, 19 points on 7 of 16 shooting, 4 of 10 from 3, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds, was the standout performance of the night. The win moved Indiana to 6-5 on the season, but the manner of it raised more questions than it answered. Washington outscored the Fever 24-17 in the third quarter and also won the fourth quarter, meaning Indiana only secured the result because of one late shot rather than any sustained run of good basketball. The team's total of 78 points reflects an offense that has yet to find consistency, and the win was complicated further by Mystics forward Kiki Iriafen exiting with an injury.
So Caitlin Clark, Mitchell, and Boston. Oh, God. 37 seconds. Yes, Caitlin got the foul call.
How the game plays out with a healthy Iriafen is an open question. Kelsey Mitchell finished with 15 points on 6 of 14 shooting and came close to fouling out. Aaliyah Boston added 14 on 4 of 7. Sophie Cunningham contributed 8 points, but had visible struggles, including missed layups at critical moments.
So Caitlin Clark is currently at the free throw line right now. Caitlin's about to shoot 2 of them. 75. Caitlin make the first one.
Monique Billings, who had a strong performance earlier in the week, reverted to prior form with 4 points on 2 of 9 shooting. Ravens Johnson saw only 7 minutes and recorded nothing across all statistical categories. Michaela Timpson, considered the team's most athletic big, played 2 minutes. The coaching decisions surrounding Clark drew scrutiny.
Woo, hell of a finish. Hell of a finish. Still not a great indictment on Stephanie White at all. I mean, she just allowed the Mystics to come back. I was like, are you ever going to call a timeout? You ever going to try to snatch the momentum back from the Mystics? As they just jumped out there and just, once again, the third quarter, 24 points to 17 for the Mystics. The Mystics outscored the Fever in the fourth quarter, too. But
with Clark carrying 3 fouls by halftime, averaging 5 fouls per game over the previous 6 contests. Stephanie White declined to challenge a foul call that appeared questionable. Shortly afterward, White described her team's foul trouble at the halftime press conference in terms of discipline, saying players were getting caught in poor positions. The framing directed attention toward player decisions rather than officiating. The challenged foul call on Mitchell earlier in the game, which White did contest, sharpened the contrast for observers.
quarter 2. But Caitlin Clark saved the day. And wow, folks. Wow. Let's just start there. Let's just start right there.
Mitchell comes off the screen.
This was the game winner right here. Going to inbound the pass. They lost Caitlin Clark. How can you lose Caitlin Clark? Caitlin Clark needed that so badly after missing those free throws. Wow, 7 of 16, 4 of 10 from three-point.
Clark's late game shot came at a moment when the pressure was high following the missed free throws. Mrs. Defense lost her on the inbound, and she converted cleanly. The play was significant beyond the scoreboard given the circumstances surrounding her season. Included criticism of her composure and consistency, and a team environment where her role and the coaching staff's confidence in her have both been openly questioned.
4 of 10 from three-point range, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 19 points in this ball game, folks. I got to tell you, wow. Wow. And Kelsey Mitchell and Leah Boston came dangerously close to fouling out in this game. Kelsey, 15 on 6 of 14. Leah Boston, 14 on 4 of 7. Sophie Cunningham did have 8. There were times in this game.
Hitting a game winner in that context carried weight that extended beyond the 2 points. The broader concern remains.
I hate to say it, guys, where Sophie Cunningham looked real bad in this game. I was like, Sophie, what are we doing? Let's cut down on the podcasting, okay? I was like, oh, she blew a couple layups, and I was just shaking my head. Monique Billings, back to being her former self, 2 of 9 for 4 points. She had the one breakout game the other day, and it was over. One breakout game the other day, and it was over. I'm not sure what's going on with Raven Johnson all of a sudden. 7 minutes and goose eggs all the way across the board. What's going on with Michaela Timpson? The most athletic big we got on the team. 2 minutes, no points, 1 assist. I don't know if they are in Stephanie White's doghouse or what's going on there. Look, what's going on there? Look, the Fever dodged a bullet. And it would be irresponsible of me to point out the fact that they barely won this game and Kiki Arifin got hurt. If Kiki plays the rest of this game, do they lose by like 10? It's a little concerning. I mean, a win is a win. So they're 6-5 now. But wow. Now, to the bad. I don't know what's going on with Stephanie White. I don't, because she drowned Caitlin Clark at the halftime. This was called a foul right here
Overall,
on Caitlin Clark. Right there. That bullshit was called. All right? At the time, that was Caitlin's 3rd foul, I believe. Yeah, right here, 3rd foul. So, right here, proof. Right here, proof. Stephanie White will never challenge for Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark currently has 3 fouls, averaging 5 fouls in the past 6 games. Stephanie White would not challenge that. Then they got her at the halftime, Stephanie White, and she calls Caitlin Clark undisciplined. Threw her under the bus when Stephanie White should have challenged this foul. Instead, she throws Caitlin Clark under the bus.